Previously on Surviving Sliptopia.
I am not able to reply to anybody's comments. It's been going on all over YouTube. Give to me food. Oh, they're like a little brother and sister. And they are trying to get into that other cow's butt, which is odd. What up, the world? It is your friendly neighborhood Slipgator here, and I'm hanging out my test world, and I'm going to show you what we're going to be talking about. Yeah, I don't know if I had showed you. I kind of built the Amborium in the test world and was playing around with some different stuff, but been working on what we're going to be doing with the spawner, and so thought I'd bring you guys over here and kind of show you what's going on. Oh, these guys are all going to burn, aren't they? Well, we can do... no, creepers. So... I worked on the spawner in the test world, and I kind of wanted to show you what I had gotten done here. I think it's kind of neat, and it's given me a lot of big ideas. So we have all of our guests funneling down into here, and as you'll see, we flow. We're going to take a trip. What up, Creeper? What up, Creeper? Whoa, we got a lot going on here. And we'll get into the Mob-Evator underneath the creeper and swim up. And I mean, it's pretty standard. It's your pretty standard Mob-Evator design with the drop. There's nothing really that fancy about how it all works. But what it's made me think about is kind of all the other things that I want to do. And we fall. And so you'll see, I mean, the design's working the way it's supposed to, the way that I want it to. Everything's working well. Everybody filters down in the right way. It's still based off the same mob spawner design that I used to build the Falcon's boot. No one's getting clogged. Everything's working good. So this is kind of what we're going to be doing, but I had some other ideas. Whoa! I had some other ideas about kind of how I want it to work. And so I'm going to bring you back over into Sliptopia, and I'll show you kind of what my thoughts are. Alright guys, we're back here in Sliptopia, and yeah, so I had some bigger thoughts. And I kind of want to expand my horizons, you know. I talked about Fortress and how when I started building on Fortress, you know, it was my first building experience, and I kind of wanted it to be more simple. And on Sliptopia, I wanted to take on some bigger projects, and to be honest with you, it kind of frightens me sometimes because I don't know if I can get things to work, and I want to keep the series going and interesting and not kind of overwork it, but I do have some grand plans as far as the things that I want to do. So let me go ahead and head over here and get some stuff done while we're talking. I had an idea to make the spawner a little bit bigger, and what I wanted to do was make it... two separate spawners. So you saw how down in the test world I had the single spawning pad set up there. So there was just one set of pads, and I was obviously egging creepers on it. But, you know, with the spawner, with the Falcon's boot, I have 2 layers on it, and it spawns 80 monsters in, I don't know, probably 5 to 10 minutes, something like that. So, I mean, the spawn rates aren't great, but they're not awful. And I'm not necessarily looking for this to be the main XP gathering system for Sliptopia. I know that when 1.3 hits, I'm going to start traveling out and probably put a lot of the projects here on hold and just start working on building the Ender Girl farm. I want Ender Girl eggs and Ender Girl level experience, and that's going to be a massive project. I mean, that's going to take quite a while. I'm actually kind of worried about it because I know it's going to take so long that I don't know how the episodes will be. We'll be like, in last time on Surviving Sliptopia, it will be the last 3 times, the last 4 times on Surviving Sliptopia, building the Ender Girl farm over and over, and I just think that would be pretty boring. But we need to get it done, so it's kind of what will happen. Hopefully I'll be able to get some time to really devote to building the Ender Girl farm, but to make it the right way, it's pretty resource intensive. I'll need a lot of snow. and a lot of redstone and a lot of pressure plates and a lot of everything. But I almost don't know if it's worth it, but I really want the Ender Girl eggs. So I may just end up building a smaller one. But what I'm thinking about doing over here is right around in, I think in this area here, building. Now, if you remember correctly, or you remember how the spawner was, it was a square spawner, and then it rose up into the air and funneled them over and dropped them down. And what I'm thinking about doing here is, and I'll just put this here now, for now, so I don't fall in. I'm thinking about having two of those, one here, and do it slowly, Slip. One here, and then one here. So there'll be a whole spawning pad over here, and a whole spawning pad over here. The reason why I think that may be a bad idea is because when you spread into two spawning areas, it actually may be less effective. But I don't see it being any different than having a spawner with two levels. I mean, it's the same basic principle. There'll be a spawning area here and a spawning area here. They'll both funnel over, and they would drop basically into collection areas on both sides. Now, that actually may not be as smart as just building a single and trying to make it two levels, which I could do that as well. But I thought it might be neat to watch mobs come up from each side. And I actually could maybe mix them in the air and have them drop in a single location. But what I also wanted to do is build it so that there was a shut-off. So I had lighting down in the spawning area, and I could shut it off and turn it on, which I think would be neat as well. I don't want to overcomplicate it, because really, at the end of the day, I think that I'll probably just leave it on all the time and have mobs come up and just fall and die. And the drops will just be there, and I can just pick them up whenever. And I think that's probably best, but I don't know. I have grandiose plans, and sometimes it gets a little overwhelming, so I don't know. I do always appreciate your comments. Oh, keep in mind, I do want to make sure that you guys all know I'm not able to reply to comments. So if you left a comment, I love you. I want to reply to all the comments, but I can't. I can't reply right now. There's a YouTube bug, and YouTube's being a bitch about it. I don't know how it is possible that one of the biggest companies in the world bugged their website and can't fix it in a week. But yeah, I guess they can. I guess Google doesn't have it on the ball enough to get their website fixed. So I still can't reply to your comments. So fix your game, Google. I don't know what your issue is. That's really odd. I think it has to do with Google's attempt to try to remove ambiguity from YouTube, whereas basically making it so that you have to use your real name, and so you can't comment, you're a GDF, mean words, really bad words, because it'll be like John Smith underneath instead of saying, XX Sniper 100, your mom XX. So I think that might be what it has to do with. But definitely I'm pretty sure I want to try to do the dual spawner thing. And so that means that this is actually not necessarily something that I need anymore. And I've kind of dug this out for not necessarily the right reasons, or put it in the right spot. It's also difficult here because it wants to be on the diagonal, which is just terrible. Like, I'm not going to be able to do that. It's just not going to work. I don't want to try to move mobs on a diagonal. They'll get caught, and it's going to be a big pain in the nuts. So, kind of what I got to do is start really mapping out how this is going to work out, and the map is going to be really important. Like, one block off, and it's going to matter. So I think that over in this area is where it's actually going to end up being, a little further away. I don't know, maybe I can fit it right here. Yeah, I can probably fit it right here. But having the drop pad be here and here. And so because that means that it can't be diagonal, do I have any dirt? Of course I don't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is where the tunnel would be. So for this one, the tunnel would actually be here. It would go up to a point where they would drop 24 to hit that. And because the water source, I want the water source to be 8. So it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then they would fall. Because if I'm standing here, see, they would fall there. So this is really terribly exciting, I know. But what that means is that this spawner would have to be over here underground. And then the other spawner would have to be... Can I really not get up here? Fail on my part. So then the other spawner would be over in this area. And it would be like this. 1. Really? You want to come at me? Come at me, bro! Ki! That's right. Yeah, just shoot the dirt just to show you I mean business. Did anybody just see me be weird? I hope not. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the tunnel is here. Yeah, so that's a little crazy. And you know, I mean, you watch these guys, a lot of times I watch like Ethos Labs or DocM, and I'm like, oh, there's stuff, you know, they build this or that, and I'm like, yeah, that's pretty neat, but, you know, sometimes I'm really blown away, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, that's not that big of a deal. It's not that cool. It is. It is that cool, and it is that big of a deal. Like, some of the stuff that they build is really difficult, and I don't realize it until I look at doing something like this, and I'm like, wow, this is going to be difficult. And the other thing is, will it work? And I'm pretty confident that it will work. I'm probably only going to put the spawning pads down about, I think, 10-ish blocks. So they have to be 24 blocks away from me. So this is 8, and then it's going to actually be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Something like here would be the center of the spawning pad underground. And that's pretty much far enough away. If it's a down underneath about 10 blocks, it's far enough away that it'll be in the prime area for the spawns. And as you can see, we did just get a spawn over here, but we're not getting any real spawns to speak of on the surface. So, you know, it's quote-unquote lit up. We don't have to worry about that. I am going to have to build probably an X-ray machine and take a look at the caves underneath. And the effed up part about all of this is that it's only about a week away until the Ender Girl farm needs to get built, and we're going to travel to the end and kill the dragon. So we got a lot to do. I got a lot of stuff I got to do before then too. I got to get a full set of diamond going with big enchants. The sword, the power 5, and the knockback, Bane of Fire aspect sword I have. It's really the bow that I need, and I would love to get Infinity Bow, so I have to probably spend some time sitting at the friggin' spawner, which is a pain in the nuts. But, yeah, so that's kind of what's been going on here. It's been cool, like, I haven't really, it's been tough the last couple of days. I've been actually disappointed. I really love playing in my world and building this world up. But it's been difficult the last couple of days to really find the time to do it. So I thought something else that we might do today as a fun thing that we can do together, instead of me just telling you all the stuff I'm going to do, is to actually build some of the park. Yeah, that's it. Build some of the park. So I have 4 lily pads. I'm not going to use those. We got saplings. I think these are derp trees, and I think these are birch. I don't think that those might be jungle trees, which we actually don't want. We need some bone. Get some biggity bone meal going, and we'll get some of this out of the way. So I wonder if those are, I think that is jungle tree, which we actually don't need. But I'm kind of blown away that I don't have non-derp related saplings. I might have to go back to Fortress for that, which would suck. I don't have to go all the way back to Fortress just to get saplings, but I don't know. Oh, wait. No. Alright, good. The other thing that I need is gravel. Yeah, some gravel. More. Oh, I got some iron. All right, but let's head over here and do this because I think it'll be something that's fun. We can start. Really, buddy? You want to come in? You want to come at me? Ki! Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, about halfway I'm thinking about doing some sort of a grand staircase here. But at the very same time, really, at the beginning, I mean, I'm thinking just a path out this way that circles around, kind of comes over here, and then a couple of really kind of simple bridges that take you across the 2 ponds area over to that stairway there, and that will kind of be the bridge for the area. I know there's been a lot of stuff. I need to probably build a gazebo, and I'm thinking about doing the gazebo out on the island here. Or not the island, it's like an isthmus, a peninsula. Whoa, that was crazy. Did you guys see that? All of those squiddies just spawned at the same time. Want to do some squid hunting? That's an easy way to get a bunch of ink sacs. Come to me, give me your sacks. It's kind of funny how the physics of the arrows work underwater. Oh, you're kidding, I need to breathe? That's ridiculous. We just got a bunch of ink sacs. Pardon me, that's good. I think I'm done torturing squid, though. And I'm really glad that's raining, because that makes for a... It's just so cheery and nice. There are some things I gotta tell you, man, about this game that... Oh, okay, those aren't derp trees. There's some things about this game, Notch, that you really could work on, and one of them is... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put this here. One of them is making it so it doesn't rain quite as often, and also it may behoove you to quiet down your pets a little bit because they are wicked loud, dude. The pigs and cows and like that stuff, those things, man, they make so much noise, it's ridiculous. So I think just placing some stuff randomly around here is going to be cool. And then later on we can kind of, you know, sculpt it and craft it a little bit more. Also, that's probably not the best thing to do, is place everything in a big line. We'll just put some trees back. I can't believe I'm putting trees back here. After all of the trees that all the trees that I cut, that I would actually come back in here and place trees again is pretty ridiculous. Oh, cool, we got a big one. That's what she said. Whoa, zing! Yeah, to put trees back, it's amazingly crazy. Stuck, man. Let me out! Oh, great, that's gonna look derpy now. So, yeah, gazebo, some some bridges, and that sort of stuff. And I think that we can kind of do a lot more of that stuff together. Let me take a look up top. I don't know kind of how dense I want to make it, and I should probably build the stairway. I guess I could build it from over here. It'd be cool to get some bigger trees right here. I guess I could build them. Is that gonna look dumb? Yep. So yeah, we gotta take this tree out. I made a dumb tree. I apologize. Yeah, so that's all the stuff I got on my plate, guys. We got some trees placed to kind of start the park. I think that we might need another stairway, like I said, about in the middle area, like right here. But I think it's going to be nice to actually get some more like foliage going here, just because. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Notch. Give me a sapling. Oh, that's bad. Aw, I gotta fix this. Oh, that's like the coolest tree placement ever. So nice. Those random trees, they're so rare. That's a huge one, too. I will name you Joseph. Joseph the tree. So, real quick. Oh, I'm hungry as hell. Real quick, let's take a trip back up to the top of the the top of the observation tower, and take a look. And kind of see what's going on here. Yeah, it's cool. I think I can work on making it a little more random. I might have to take out some trees and build around, and then, you know, I think it'll be neat to fill all this in and put the gazebo here. It'll be good. It'll be fun. So it was fun putting some trees up and kind of going green a little bit here in Sliptopia. And then I really appreciate your comments, like I had said. I really appreciate your comments, like I had said. So tell me what you think about the spawner system. If we should do the 2 spawners, tell me your thoughts. And just to take us out here, I'm going to head inside, because it is raining hard. Better. But, yeah, so tell me your thoughts about stuff and things. As always, a friendly reminder, if you like the video, hit the like button. I really, really appreciate it when you do, and it helps the channel grow. And, yeah, that's it, guys. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. Kia!